There's a nasty new tax in that big, beautiful bill that Republicans just passed in the House of Representatives. Senators must remove it. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. President Trump's huge tax and spending bill that barely made it through the House of Representatives is now being taken up by the Senate. Certain changes are needed. An important one is knocking out a new levy that is nicknamed the revenge tax. If enacted, this exaction would become Section 899 of the Federal Tax Code. It would hurt financial markets, discourage foreign investment in the U.S., and perhaps make it even harder to sell U.S. Treasury debt at a time when investors are beginning to choke on the volume being auctioned off now. The revenge tax would allow the White House to impose a new tax of 5 to 20% on dividends and interest of U.S. investments owned by foreigners, as well as on profits of foreign companies that have U.S. operations and send money back to their overseas parents. It is not clear if the authors of Section 899 have written language in a way that would exempt interest payments from U.S. Treasuries, even though Republicans say that was their intent. The uncertainty will not help Uncle Sam peddle his bonds. The revenge tax would be applied if the president decides that a country is unfairly taxing U.S. companies. Washington, for instance, has rightly been unhappy that certain nations like France hitting our tech companies with a 3% digital service tax. And Republicans firmly reject the notion of a global minimum tax that was a pet project of the Biden administration. But the proposed remedy here is the wrong way to go. It could trigger, as the head of foreign exchange research at Deutsche Bank warned, a global capital war along with the current trade war. The revenge tax could well end up being used in current disputes with other nations. Taxing foreign holders of our securities because their government passes a boneheaded tax is like shooting ourselves in the investment head. Foreigners have invested trillions of dollars in the U.S. They remain a sizable source of direct investment here. They're also active buyers of American stocks, which is good, especially for Americans with retirement funds like 401ks, not to mention numerous pension funds. In the last 5 years, European investors have bought some $200 billion worth of U.S. equities. Repelling capital is not the way to prosperity. Senators must rip out the revenge tax. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions, and I look forward to being with you soon again.